All right. First up, I was holding the wrong thing close. The NASCAR group build. As you all may remember, I'm building the 75 Matador. I wasn't going to go buy for I'm not going to build too many AMCs, so I needed to make like their AMC blue. So I mixed some blue and some green. I think I'm a little more green than I need to be, but I think we'll be okay for an AMC engine color. It's almost greenish. And I thought about taking some clear blue Tamiya and spraying over it. I did that on a piece of sprue, and it was looking pretty good. So that's what we may do on this to blue it up a little, I guess. But it'll be all right. It's gonna be it'll turn out fine with that. Put that back in the box. This was gonna get primer today. My trigger finger. Man, it was dying, so I couldn't do no more. You're gonna see what all I did. It was a busy day in the paint shop. Let's put it that way. We're gonna do the shop truck group build first. We're gonna cover stuff for it. We got the chassis. Let me grab it out here. Paint it up. Ran a little. I used that R word you ain't allowed to say on this. I think this is the only thing I done was the chassis here, and that's okay. We're gonna weather that up some probably. That's the chassis for the shop truck. Let's pull the dash here. We got the bumper. It's all Mr. Color, black. We got the dash primered here. We got the hood. Man, this thing turned out beautiful for what it was. I'm gonna do some sanding on that later. That's going that to me that's as smooth as man. It's pretty good. We got the body here. By the time I was getting to this, it was splattering a little bit. My fingers getting tired. I'm spraying and letting up, and I sanded this thing all over to get the loose paint off. And somehow that airbrush found loose paint, and it flaked up a little bit here and there under the primer, which is fine. But this will be it's in primer. I've got an idea for the paint job on it. It's going to turn out pretty good. You can kind of tell where the taillights was, but not much. Where the license plate was, we're okay. This isn't meant to be a show truck. It's a shop truck. We'll have a story for it. For the imperfections in the body. As a showing off his power and performance, not the guy's painting abilities. It's a shop truck. It's going to get beat up a little bit. I don't know too many shop trucks that are new looking. And I think that's all on the shop truck. So, we got it in primer. We're going to be making some progress on him in a little while. Set that off to the side. I just got to figure out if I want to use the stock chassis with it. Not stock, but the one that come with it. It was worked on a little bit already, kind of lifted, because I want to do a lowered look, I think. Or if I'm going to pull one out of one of the other trucks I have, like the classic cruiser, it's the same thing. So we'll see. I ain't made that mind up yet on that. I'm going to use most of what I can out of the old kit. And I may use that chassis on that truck. Who knows what we'll figure that out. Now we're going to get on to the Glory Days group build. Got my battery and fuel rig all done up here. And as far as I can tell, NOS was around in 1980, so we're good. The logo might have been different. Cam2 was around, so we're okay. We'll be fine. I think this turned out pretty good. This came out of the Plymouth Christine kit that I tore apart a while back. I think I cut down some of it. It's going to fit on the Chevelle chassis here pretty nice. Let me take this off of here. This is also done in that R word canyon black. It'll work. I may have to put a little lip in here somewhere to hold it. But you know, we'll be okay. That's where all the business happens back here. Before Race turns his bottles on, we're going to probably plumb the bottles, just terminate them back here somewhere. I'm not sure if we're going to run. We may run the lines to the fuel up front, but we'll see. We don't know yet. But there we are. And I'm not even sure if in the car what those tanks were for. But in my vehicle, in my car, they're nitrous tanks. We're running a nitrous setup on that big 396 out of that Chevelle. Then we got the this little piece here I made up. I just put aluminum foil over it with some Mod Podge underneath it and glued it all in pretty good. You know, to give it the aluminum look. This ain't the only place this will be happening. I think we're gonna have aluminum back here covering up into here somewhere, just for the look of it. Because this will be seen back here somewhat. But you know, we're a little bit from that point. We got the body done, and as much work as I've done on this, covering the fuel door, the doors. You know, the door seams are about, you know, you can see them in there a little bit, and you can see the body work the guy done. You know, low budget, building a drag racer. He's just trying to get it road ready or race ready. Yeah, we may wet sand that out a little more and clean it up some. You know, it's the paint may hide it. I'm not sure what color I'm going with on this yet. I need to find some more of my green tape, painter's tape. I'd use duct tape and almost made a bad call right there using duct tape. You know, we're to this point under here with this, how this, man, it's almost fits perfect with where the frame horns are going to go to hold the front bumper on eventually. So we'll do something like put something in here to some styrene to get the bumper held on. Yeah, go up there just a little bit. You can see on the sides right here where everything lines up good in this, using the just Chevelle chassis under it. We're okay. And the reason I'm doing that for the bed cover we got going here later. See if I can, you know, I just got to figure some more out with this. And this was the roof to the Nomad. I kind of filled in the seams there from the roof. That'll be there like that. We're going to have the tailgate. And as smooth as this thing was, that paint, that primer just shows every. So it's going to need some more work on it. You can't feel it, but you can see it. And paint may cover it. But I don't want to take that chance with where this is going to be. because this will be used. It's not usable yet because I got to figure that part out yet. How to use, because I broke a long time ago, broke the part of the rear here that would hold that to where we can use it. Probably gonna do something with magnets on that rack I built right here. They have some magnets to help hold this shut. You know, but I'll have to put that at the right spot. Use some magnets back here. Well, we'll get there. Work in progress. And I don't have a color for this yet. I'm getting close, but it all takes time. The dash has been primered. We got the carburetors in primer, the intake, and I primered the body in white or gray primer. And I changed it to black. So we'll be working on that. Got the fan belt here. Got the suspension parts done. We got the hood right here. You can see where it's splattered just a little bit, but we'll be okay. That's easily fixable. That hood turned out really good too for as many times this thing's been sanded and painted and everything. I got the wheels. These were blue. The back wheels were blue. The front ones were black, but we primered them. These going to get a treatment of chrome later on. I'm not going to go gloss or aluminum. We may go aluminum. We're not going to go chrome on these. We're going to go like an aluminum look. Yeah, aluminum on the wheels. We're just going to go stock with how they look. We've got our seat here. And I'm not going to I didn't take out the detail of the seat belt, but we're going to add. I'm going to try and add seat belts to this because I've never done seat belts before, but we're going to add them to it. Then the rest of the little suspension components here are done. Primered up the exhaust. Got them drilled out on the end. I'm going to try and get some aluminum tubing down in there to keep it cleaner, I guess. I had a little jar here with my little pieces in it. Trying to find the right piece, and I just now remembered it. See what we got here. See if one of these will work. If so, I know I got a couple other pieces on my little tweezers. See if it fits the other end. If not, I have to go something else. We may have to find the brass. Yeah, we're close, so it may just need a little more cleanup. Sand that down a little bit because that is kind of thicker. We'll find something that goes in there that'll work pretty good. But yeah, that'll come later. That'll come later. Not a need to thing yet. We're not to that point. Now I just made a mess with all my toothpickers. What else we got to cover today? Stash ads, kind of stuff I bought today, and a couple stash ads. One of them's gonna be no surprise. The other one, yeah, I'm joining the club, I guess, with those, with what I bought today, and made out a pretty good deal on them. They was wanting one price, and I always, hey, you take this for this, and Jack thought about it a little bit. He looked, thinking, did some math in his head. You can see it happening. And he's like, "Yeah, we can do it." Up there to Atomic City today, and they're having a swap meet. We'll say tomorrow morning, but it's this morning, Sunday morning, from 9 to noon, because the Franklin plastic model swap meet that used to happen every once a month on Saturdays, that don't happen right now. They're looking for a different venue, and couple of things went down with that. So this is why they're taking it back, and they're doing it out. It's going to be outdoors in the parking lot of their shop. They're doing the swap meet, and they got like 20 vendors lined up to come tomorrow, today, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna try and be there at 9 in the morning. It's 9 to noon. Then the hobby shop opens at noon. They're trying not to compete with each other there. So I'll be up there in the morning for that. What we want to cover first here? We'll cover the Mopar I picked up. I've got 4 of these already. By saying that, you guys probably know, you might know what the 5th one is. We're going to go another 67 Charger sealed kit. So this makes the 3rd sealed one I have. I feel kind of lucky to have 3 of these sealed. I've got some plans. I still got parts to the other one that the builder I bought. I got something I'm going to try with it. I'm going to start practicing on the pieces to see what I can get done. So I'm going to try it. I'll tell you, but I don't want to kill you. So we'll talk about that when I do it. Once I get it figured out, I'll show you. So we got that. Then this next one weighs a lot. If that's a hint, leave a comment that you knew what it was. If a new model kit that everyone has is heavy, what do you think it is? If I can show the corner of the box right here coming in. Oh, there we are. Here we are. There's part of it. You can see it's a Mobius. We got the tow truck today. And I'm going to look forward to building this. I'm not sure when, but we got it. I didn't want to buy it. I was there. We was talking. We made a deal. Because I almost bought a Mercedes-Benz big rescue vehicle type of thing. It was less than the tow truck. I was looking at it. I opened it up and was going through it. It was almost like a deuce and a half type of thing, but it wasn't. I don't know. It was kind of had some like garage doors on the sides and in the back. I was like, this would be kind of cool. It was all complete other than the wheels and tires. The tires were probably used on someone probably bought it for the tires to put on a truck or something, and without it having the wheels and tires, I didn't want to spend the money on it. And so I got the tow truck. Then I picked up a couple paintbrushes. Atlas Brush Company. I got a 20-0. Kind of nice. Because my one I've been using, my go-to here, I've cut this down a little bit. This is a 10-0, which is the same as this one. That's getting old. I got a 10-0 also. Yeah. Man, probably just come out of the same factory somewhere. I don't know. But I needed a couple brushes. Good price on those, like $3 a piece. So I bought a couple brushes. And they're starting to carry a lot more stuff, and there's plans for the Atomic City shop to expand again very soon. Found the part I didn't paint. Didn't get primered. So it's going to go on the board for next time. And what I did when I mixed my primer up today, I had an empty bottle from using previously. So we mixed almost enough to make a full bottle of primer of the 1500. We're still 3/4 full in there, so it won't take nothing. I can even brush paint that if I need to. I got my marbles down in there. Because I was using the little leftover in the bottles from brush painting, little stuff. But not now. trying to think, y'all, if that's all I got. I hope you guys are watching my weekly group build update videos. I'm gonna do some research, and this week we may not do a video this week on that because I'm not seeing any new group builds. And there's the only one that ended was the first gen Camaro group build that ended yesterday, the 31st, or today, the 31st. That ended tomorrow. That ended yesterday, the 31st. Let's say it that way. You're not watching this till Sunday, and then the group build's over. That's the only group build that ended. Now I'm not seeing any new ones popping up yet. But I do have one I can add. So yeah, I'm gonna try and video that this week, Monday, Tuesday, edit on Wednesday to release it on Thursday again. But let me know what you guys think about them videos. If you've watched them, or if you're not watching them, you know, the comments and feedback on it so far seems like people's enjoying it. And I'm learning better with it. You know, I got stuff to learn too on how presentation and delivery. I thought my audio was a little worse this week, but after listening to it, it wasn't bad. I was must not have my setting on my computer right when I was playing it back. Yeah, it's gonna look good. We're gonna be all right. This will be not be black. I don't think it's gonna be black. You know, it's a 1980. Black wasn't too popular in 1980. That's why I'm not going black wheels. You know, from everything I've read, Weld made or Centerline made black auto drags in 1980. I can't find an ad for them or anything like that to say definitively, oh, here's an ad for it. Yeah, we made them. And everything I can read says black wasn't real popular yet. So it kind of means that people may have done it. There may have been black ones, but you can see them there. You can buy them now as black. So I don't think auto drags were coming in black yet. I think just my source is bad of the internet on those because those do look good. But we're gonna put in like an aluminum treatment to them. I'm gonna try and find the right look. You know, I don't want it to be shiny aluminum. I want it to be like a dull, brushed aluminum, flat aluminum. So we'll have to figure that out. That'll come along to us. Then I just got to figure out the suspension colors. If I'm gonna go black, or if I'm gonna, because I de-chromed everything. And if there's one piece I didn't get it, didn't wash up or get painted. A couple little things, and I was like, why did I do that? You know, the wheelie bars there, those didn't get it. The valve covers I didn't chrome. The fan or didn't paint or primer. It's okay though. We'll be fine. It will be fine. But that's gonna look pretty good. And I may end up putting a scoop on here. So I have it, and it may be the Chevelle scoop gets put on here. You know, we'll see where we end up with that. If I have like a pro mod scoop, but I don't think I'm gonna go that wild with it yet. I think I'm just gonna do that. Maybe put the Chevelle scoop on here and be done. But if I do that, we'll figure that out. Man, that's all I got, y'all. I think. Been a long day. Worked. I was up at 2:30, a little before this morning. Went to work. It's now like 8:30. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I was watching some Saturday evening hangout with Got Fuels and all them guys on there showing off their builds. There's Extremis is showing his 72 Chevy, like F1 or drag truck or whatever race truck. It looks pretty cool in green. Got like a 12-cylinder engine in it. Pretty cool. With that, happy modeling. We'll see you next time.